Welcome to our journey into the heart of one of life's most profound experiences, forgiveness. As we embark on this exploration, we'll delve into the realm of emotional healing, personal growth, and the transformative power of letting go. We often think of forgiveness as something we offer to others, but in reality, it's a gift we give to ourselves. It's an act of self-love, a commitment to our own peace. It's the art of releasing the burdens of resentment and anger that we carry within us. It's about understanding that holding on to past hurts doesn't serve us, but letting go does. By mastering the art of forgiveness, we can release the chains that bind us to past pain and open our hearts to a brighter, more peaceful future. So, are you ready to delve into the power of forgiveness? Are you prepared to explore the steps to mastering this art of letting go? If you are, you're about to embark on a life-changing journey. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the power of forgiveness in the next scene. Have you ever pondered about the true power of forgiveness? It's a concept that's easy to understand, yet challenging to practice. It's a virtue that carries the power to heal, to mend, and to set free. But what does forgiveness really mean? How does it impact our lives, our relationships, and our inner peace? Forgiveness, as we understand it, is the act of letting go of resentment, anger, or the desire for revenge against someone who has wronged us. It's about releasing the chains of bitterness that bind us to the person who hurt us. It's about freeing ourselves from the emotional baggage that weighs us down. The power of forgiveness lies in its ability to bring us peace. It's not about forgetting the hurt or denying the pain. It's about acknowledging the harm done, yet choosing not to let it define us or our relationships. It's about refusing to let anger and resentment steal our joy and peace. But here's the catch. Forgiveness isn't a one-time event. It's a process. The journey of forgiveness often begins with a conscious decision, a decision to let go, to move on, and to not allow the past to dictate our future. This decision, however, is just the starting point. The real work comes in embracing the process of forgiveness. This process involves understanding our emotions, empathizing with the other person, and eventually letting go of the negative feelings. It's not a linear process. There might be days where we feel we've completely forgiven, and then there are days where the anger resurfaces. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, but each step forward brings us closer to healing and peace. The beauty of forgiveness is that it doesn't just benefit the person being forgiven. It's a gift we give to ourselves. When we forgive, we release ourselves from the prison of resentment. We reclaim our power and our peace. We open doors to healthier relationships and a happier life. Understanding the process of forgiveness is the first step towards unlocking its true power. Remember, forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about you, your growth, your peace, and your freedom. Let the power of forgiveness guide you towards a life of peace and happiness. So, how does one navigate this journey towards forgiveness? Well, let's consider forgiveness as a journey that we embark on, a path that we walk, and like any journey, it involves a series of steps. These steps may vary for each individual, but they provide a general guide on how we can move towards the liberating act of forgiveness. The first step is recognizing the need to forgive. This is where everything begins. We often carry around feelings of resentment, anger, or hurt without fully understanding why. It's essential to become aware of these feelings and identify their source. This is not about blaming others or ourselves. It's about understanding that holding on to these emotions is harmful and that forgiveness can set us free. Next, we need to acknowledge our feelings. It's vital to validate our emotions, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. Feel the hurt, the anger, the disappointment. This is not about wallowing in pain, but rather giving ourselves permission to feel. It's an essential part of the healing process. Remember, it's okay to feel. Our feelings are valid. The third step is making a conscious decision to forgive. This step might seem daunting, but it's a crucial part of the journey. Deciding to forgive is a commitment to ourselves and our well-being. It's the decision to let go of the past and embrace a future free from resentment and anger. The fourth step is working on acceptance. Accepting what happened doesn't mean condoning the actions that caused our pain. It means acknowledging the reality of the situation, understanding that we can't change the past, but we can control how it affects our future. This step requires time and patience. It's about coming to terms with what happened and finding peace in that acceptance. The final step in this journey is moving on. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting. It means taking the lessons we've learned from the experience and using them to grow and evolve. It's about releasing the burden of past hurts and stepping into a future filled with possibility and hope. In conclusion, the journey towards forgiveness is a series of steps. It starts with recognizing the need to forgive, then acknowledging our feelings. It progresses with deciding to forgive and working towards acceptance. And finally, it culminates with moving on. Each step is crucial and requires patience, understanding, and self-compassion. It's important to remember that forgiveness is not a destination, but a journey. And like any journey, it may take time. As we can see, forgiveness is a step-by-step journey that requires patience and effort. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned about forgiveness. Forgiveness, as we've discussed, is not just a single act, but a process. It's a journey that you embark upon, a decision you make to free yourself from the chains of resentment and bitterness. It's about choosing peace over pain, love over hate, and understanding over confusion. We've walked through the steps of forgiveness, each significant in its own right. Acknowledgement is the first step, where we recognize the hurt and accept it. It's about being honest with ourselves, acknowledging the pain without trying to minimize or exaggerate it. Next, we have understanding, where we try to see things from the other person's perspective. This doesn't mean condoning their actions, but rather trying to comprehend why they did what they did. It's about empathy, not justification. Then we have the act of releasing. This is where we let go of the hurt, the anger, and the resentment. It's like unclenching a fist that has been tightly wound for so long. It's liberating, it's freeing, and it's necessary. Lastly, we have the step of growth. Forgiveness isn't just about letting go, it's also about growing from the experience. It's about learning, evolving, and becoming a better version of ourselves. Remember the importance of each of these steps in your journey to forgiveness. They're not just steps, but pivotal moments of self-discovery and healing. The benefits of forgiveness are manifold. It's good for our mental health, reducing stress, anxiety, and depression. It's good for our emotional well-being, fostering feelings of peace, compassion, and self-love. And it's good for our relationships, promoting understanding, empathy, and connection. Forgiveness, in essence, is a gift we give to ourselves. It's the key to inner peace, the pathway to happiness, and the bridge to a more fulfilling life. Remember, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about setting yourself free. So take a step today towards forgiveness and unlock the door to inner peace and happiness.